have 14 months left in his presidency.
Wow. So there you have it. So, just write it off. It's over. Katie Pavlich, news editor at townhall.com and a Fox News contributor. Emily Tish Sussman is the campaign director for the Center for American Progress Action Fund. So, Emily, let me start with you. The president is a Russian agent. He's guilty of obstruction of justice and has only 14 months left in his presidency, apparently. How are any of those statements fair at this point?
Well, I think a lot could be said about the president. What we do know is that he has tried to derail any attempt to look into any connections between his campaign and the Russia investigation. His spokespeople have not been truthful about the fact that he disclosed confidential information to the Russians. At every step of the way, there's nothing transparent about this president, his Russian connections.
I'm looking for facts. We're trying to stay in fact land because there's a lot of things that are outside fact land. So we know that he has every right to say whatever he wants to the Russians. He has total ability to declassify if he decides to do so. And I didn't hear any other facts in what you just said. But Emily, go ahead.
But he's tried to diffuse it at every step of the way. His spokespeople denied the fact that he had disclosed confidential information to the Russians, and then he actually said it 2 days later. So he has actually tried to divert it every step of the way. And the same with Comey's firing. He was not clear about what the reason was.
Do you think impeachment is imminent and that his presidency will be over in 14 months? I mean,
look, I don't know that it's imminent, but I do know that he can do a lot to help with transparency by actually encouraging an independent investigation. He should say, look, there's nothing to see here, and he should encourage an independent investigation.
I think that's what he said the past couple of days. Katie, what do you think?
Well, first, I think it's really important to point out that the real investigation that matters here is the FBI investigation and now the special counsel investigation. And if you want to make the argument that the president is somehow done everything he can to infiltrate or impede those investigations into any Russia connections, it's just not true. You go back to May 3rd when the FBI director, James Comey, said specifically under oath that the Justice Department had not asked him or done anything to stop an investigation for political reasons. And then just last week, you had the acting FBI director, Andrew McCabe, say nobody, not just the Justice Department, but nobody has tried to impede this investigation. And so this argument that the White House has colluded with the Russians, that the president himself has done everything he can to impede the investigation doesn't add up with the evidence that we have so far.
I guess, that's what it comes down to, Emily. Nobody knows really how this is going to turn out or what they will find. This investigation, the special counsel has just been designated. But I guess the enthusiasm with which it appears that some people are so sort of frothing at the possibility that this downfall might happen strikes me as a little bit unpatriotic, that people would want to wish this to happen, or they would want to see this to happen. This is going to play out regardless, and we will see where the facts lie.
Look, it will play out if he allows it to. What we've seen from Trump is that there is nothing that he values
up to him.
It's going to play out, Emily. There's a special counsel. Robert Mueller's running it. Everybody up and down the pipeline says he's going to, do a stand-up job. I mean, you really think that he has the ability to sort of derail all of these forces against him and stay president on his own?
Look, it seems that he values nothing more than loyalty, and everyone gets that. I think the fact that we are seeing leaks 3-4 times a day coming out of the White House shows that people that are close to him are very nervous. It either means that they think there's really something there, they really think is worth leaking, and they're showing their patriotism, or they don't want to be attached to it because they think that he's going to go down in the end. Otherwise, there's no real reason there would be so many leaks from the White House. There's something there, and he should be encouraging transparency.
Oh, that's exactly why we have a special counsel. Katie, last thought.
Well, that's also Obama holdovers who are issuing these leaks out of political reasons to take down the president. But if there is so much concern in leaking and the White House is trying to take him down, that it totally counters your argument that you just made about the fact that the president can somehow stave off all of these investigations if he did something wrong. There are multiple investigations. Dianne Feinstein, who has access to Senate intelligence on both sides, said there's no evidence so far, and we'll see how this FBI investigation plays out.
Katie and Emily, thank you very much. We'll see you next time. So despite previous remarks from the president that he was staying put, we're learning that